Hello, welcome back. Tonight I will speak about Galactica and about Grimoire that is part of this collection of different grimoires that I have put together. I have written and I put them together under the name of Galactica. It's a collection of grimoires, and I decided to make a playlist, a recording for the thematic of Galactica and for the thematic of each different grimoire, the 11 different grimoires that are part of this beautiful collection. And the Grimoire of Vapula is part of this collection of Galactica. It is part of Galactica, and it is part of the origin story of my characters from this collection, which is the book of King Solomon Ars Goetia. So the spirits that are represented there does speak about the different qualities they carry, the different aspects that they have, or the different reign or powers or different abilities, and so on and so forth. And they say it is part that inspired me to choose this character and to write on them my grimoires. That part of that origin for my story, for my grimoires, it is like to say, well, the starting point for me, because you say I created my own books, my own grimoires on these different characters and different thematics as well they carry, and each one is beautiful in its way and is very different as well. And what is different about the book of Vapula, it is always the element of thought, the element of that, say, well, it is a feeling, and then it creates a thought, it creates that ability of the mind, to transcribe that feeling that we are feeling. So we say, well, it does work with the psyche as well. Say, love is the thematic of the book of Grimoire of Vapula, is the thematic of love. It is a love that is introspective. It is a love that he carries inside of him. It is the inner world of Vapula, and that aspect of the thought, of the element of the air, the element of the mind, that he has power over too as well. To say Vapula is like a bird. Vapula is a bird. To say, if I was to exemplify him as the spirit, he has the spirit of the bird, that quality of the flight, and he has the power of that form of invisibility as well. Well, invisibility is not total invisibility, because that will mean non-existence. It is just not visible to the naked eye. That is what actually invisibility means. It is normal eyes, you're not able to see or detect at all. That's what invisibility means, But the element of invisibility, it can be even in the element of the inside. So no one knows what I am thinking. No one, only if I say what I'm thinking. It is my inner world as well, which is of course protected. It's the element of everyone is allowed to have, those thoughts or those part of that inner world. We all carry it as well. Vapula carries it. It is a big part of who he is, the same way it is a big part of who we are, And that aspect is very beautiful in the case of Vapula, because that feelings inside or aspects of his inner world are very beautiful feelings in a very high intense pitch, in a high intense elevation of that feeling. It is not a simple feeling, it is an elevation of that feeling. It's an elevation of that mind or of the thought as well. It is a form of mastery over the element of the thought, the element of the mind. Well, they say if one can conquer, in the meaning, well, conquer is wrong to say, but we can say it's because it is a saying, if you conquer your own mind, we say, if you have domain over your own mind and over your own feelings, you are able to detect the other things. You are able to detect invisibility as well. You are able to see certain things that only for you. It is not given to anyone else. You say, well, it is, say, the form sometimes is visible, sometimes it is invisible, but it is not always invisible, So we could say, well, if it's not always invisible, means it is not invisible. Invisible means total invisibility, no? But it does have both, no? I do think so. And in the case of Vapula, the way I saw him, or he appeared in my vision, was that element of invisibility, or the total invisibility, or of something that moves and it is there, no? So even if it is invisible, it's still there. It's not to say it is not there. Or a part that is able to be seen, no? But it is almost impossible, but possible for some. So we have all three possibilities. Another thematic of Vapula is the number 1 to 3, or the element of the road, of the element to say, well, the left and right, or we can take the road, the line of the road, no, the straight line, the middle line. We take number 2, and on the left we have number 1 is the left, number 3 is the right, no? And we say, well, the left and right are interchangeable, no? If I change direction, the left becomes right, the right becomes left. And if I change direction, the same way the direction changes, no? Of course, no? If I go straight forward, if I turn, I go the other way around, no? The other way straight. It is the same. Or it can open to a road and you have left and right, no? It is that element of the choice, so the ramification of a road as well. Well, the left brings you another place, the right brings you another place, no? But it has the same origin. It is from the same road. And that's pretty much true with my books, because, well, the book of King Solomon, Ars Goetia, is that middle part, no? And then it is my own ramification of that story, of those to say I do take the book of King Solomon very seriously. It is a very very beautiful grimoire, very important grimoire, very famous grimoire as well. The book of King Solomon, called Ars Goetia, or the Lesser Key of Solomon. And the story of Vapula does carry us through many different aspects of that feeling of love, more on the intense part, in the form of delirium, the form of madness, in those elements that have been created, no, inside Vapula. Vapula feels, and it is a part of him that sometimes takes over him. It is something that he does not want to give up, something that he loves. No, it is that love that he has for his beloved Akara. It's the woman that he searches for and he's not able to find, and it is that part of that wing that carries that story as well throughout the thematic of love, or thematic of Vapula. And in my vision, when I wrote the book, I have seen him almost in that flight form, in that middle form. So it is not body, it is spirit, but still able to see, no, that I was describing before. And I will see him fly and enter different places, or fly over forest, or between, no. He can always change altitude as well, but it was more on the lower side, but flying, no. And he will search, he will look. It was that feeling of something very frantic, something very could not find peace, something that could not stop, something that couldn't, it was almost like the element of the search. He was searching for something, and I will see him enter, I will listen to or see other people's faces, and he will speak about that element of that the deceiving tongue, or the fact that humans do not say truth, that they lie, they hide the truth, they pretend, they are vicious, or they tell lies, no, or that element. They say, well, it is something that he has seen many times over and over, and it is element of him that that creates a form of delirium as well, because it is to say, well, it is a form that he search for a specific truth, and he is not able to find. It is that one aspect that he is searching for, that it is this beloved Akara, this woman that he loves and he wants to find. And that was like the beginning of the story, the way I had my idea of Vapula, or my vision. But my feeling was like I didn't understand what he's searching for in the beginning. That's why I meditated in the thematic a few times, and I was trying to understand. I was searching as well, and several the answers are not given to me immediately. It is an element of search for me as well when I work on the book or character, to understand all the different ramifications of the story before I, create it or write it. It is a thought mechanism. It is we can call it imagination. No, it is a part that I have to work on. Almost to say secretly, because it is very intimate moment. I don't share. It is my own inner world, my own inner work that I do, and then I understand more and more what the character is about, what is the thematic, or it is almost to say, when I explain it, it seems very mentally, but when I'm working on it, it's just natural and simple for me. It is very clear for me that this is the work that, this is what I have to do, and this is the way how I can understand for myself, and then I can create the grimoire, I can write the verses, I can create a story in writing. And the most beautiful aspects of Vapula, I think they are that intense feeling, that element of delirium, that beautiful feeling that he carries, that element of that deep love, or the element of deep search, or the element of finding, the element of trying to find, is that element of him deliberately and almost unstoppably, travels and asks everyone and wants to see in every place, in every, everywhere, that he wants to find Akara. He looks for clues. He looks everywhere for anything, It is that feeling of that search. Say any person that will ever say her name, or any, or even to find her, Say it is a search that he is, that's the answer of my question, what is he searching? That's what I didn't understand in the beginning, and then I understood that it is that part of a specific reason why Vapula is looking, why Vapula is traveling, why Vapula is hearing what other people speak or what other people do. It is that aspect of him searching, and say, well, it is not a simple search. It is a conquest towards love. It is a conquest of that love that he carries inside. That it is unstoppable. It is a part of him that he will never give up. So it is a beautiful creation in the meaning of to say the beautiful aspects that Vapula does carry. And another thing what I really loved was the element of the intensity of love, that delirium, that madness, that form of his expression of that feelings, a liberation of his spirit, liberation of his love, because that intensity, it shows. You can see it on his face. You can on the cover you have the beautiful face of Vapula, the beautiful representation of him. He's a very beautiful man, and he has these beautiful black dark eyes, and he when he enters that form of delirium, the eye rolls, the eye goes back, and you can see the white of the eye, and the eye trembles in that intensity. It's like a high fever, it's like a high fire. It gives him strength, it is a part that he's able to feel. He said, well, if I don't have her with me, I can feel through that. I can feel her through that intensity, through her memory, for everything I feel for her. And that is the place where he lives. That's the way he feels always. It is a part that he does not want to give up. He says, "Oh, sweet, my love." The element, say, well, "Oh, sweet, delirium, never leave me, never abandon me," because it's the only place where he can feel her in that intensity that he feels for her. And it does create, you say it's a high intense feeling. It does create a form of delirium, which it is a form of suffering as well. That the body is in fever. It is the element of that necessary element that one can enter in that part of delirium. It is almost to say like when one has high fever, it can happen, no? Because the high fever can bring one to delirium, very high fever. Not always, but it can happen, no? But it's well, this is not a sickness in the meaning that the body has high fever. It's that fire of intensity of that love, that it's felt by the body, you know. The body tries to cool down that intense feeling, and it creates that hot fire, no? It's almost like in a sauna you have the hot stone, you put the water and it evaporates. It's very much energy, the feeling of Vapula. It creates a sound even, no? It dissipates, it just like it burns, no? On the hot, it evaporates, it makes like a, you know, it creates something. It's yeah, so and then it creates the humid part, no? Of that, where the water is, so to say, transformed in vapor, no? That's the sound of that element. And we have the element of the vapor, or like a little cloud that flies, or the element of the spirit, no? So, well, spirit does not have the human form, no? But it can have the human form too. It can have, Vapula has the body and the spirit, as we have to, as humans to have to, no? But he has the ability to be invisible, and he has that part of that, or those elements of him that no one can be Vapula. There's only one Vapula. It is impossible to recreate all the qualities and everything that Vapula is, no? It is not it cannot be recreated. It is only Vapula has this. It is his high intensity, and that element of that thought that carries that high feeling as well. No, it brings him to the delirium, to brings him to that higher element of that passion, or of the love, or that madness. It brings him even into those higher, or even more intense, even more deep feelings. And I do invite, of course, my readers to read the book of Vapula. It's a very beautiful grimoire on this thematic, and I created a story that tells the story of him, the origin story, the representation of him, the dialogue, what he says, and the way he sees or feels or thinks, and the way the travel, no, the thing he was repeating, the things that he was telling us, the things that he was expressing. I focus the book very much on that storyline, on that journey of him towards reaching or finding Akara. The Grimoire Vapula is one of my best grimoires, and I will put it at number 7, and I think it does create a very beautiful story that one can truly enjoy, and one can really find something special and unique. And I have the playlist of Vapula, as I've said, in the link description box. There's the link with the entire playlist of Vapula if you want to listen more on the thematic, and then you have the beautiful book of Vapula as well in paper if you want to buy it. There's a link that brings you directly to the book, and you have the cover. You can read the description of the book as well. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, all the best to you. Bye.